Hello and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be cleaning this drawing up. Yeah, that's it. That's all we're doing. I just need an extra video in case I can't record one day, so this is going to be that. We were drawing Banana Man. As you can tell, Banana Man is a little man with a pumpkin on his head. He's actually not little, he's actually kind of tall, but shut up. We need to fix his cloak, because as you can see, it's a little iffy. I might sneeze. I'm not going to sneeze. We're going to look at the old drawing we did of him first, just kind of see how we handled his top part. We didn't. Why is there hair here? We didn't, really. It's a lot easier to get away with less detail when I'm drawing little chibi guys. Alright, oh shit, I don't have lead in this. Well, we're gonna make do with the, littlest bit of lead. I think there's that much lead in here. We're gonna make do with this lead if we can put it in the hole. There we go. Yeah, this is not gonna work for very long. But you know what? Hey, it's fine. We're going to do the pumpkin first, just to kind of get it out of the way, although we might regret doing this, because, sometimes whatever I do first ends up being the most faded, and I don't like it when the pumpkin's super faded. And actually, we're gonna have to erase all of this already, because I'm just gonna use a different pencil. Should we just use a tiny one? You know, I haven't used these in a long time. This could be a bad idea, because, you know, I don't know what I'm doing, but, I've had bad ideas before. And I'll have more. What do we want? 0.5? Is that a good... No, let's go let's go 0.3 for the outside. And then we'll, work in from... Or we'll get it smaller on the inner lines, because that's what I learned a long time ago. Thank you to the person who gave me that advice such a long time ago. Oh, we could definitely actually use a longer one. Or wider, I mean. And I did just remember we need to make confident lines with these. Cannot have unconfident lines. I should put my glasses on because, well, I ain't gonna be able to do this without my glasses. Alright. It's been a long time since I've used these. I like these. I think they make my drawings look better. But I'm not the best at using them. But they're fun to use, so I think I should use them more. Alright, my lines are a little shaky. It's hard to keep all my lines perfectly straight when I am, when I can't pick my hand up off my... I can't pick my hand up off the paper and go like this. So it makes it harder. If some of the lines don't connect, we're going to try to remember to come back to these and connect them with a tiny one. But we're going to move on for now. That's supposed to be a pumpkin shape. Are we confident that we can do this without sketching one first? Let's be overconfident. I always say that. I always say overconfidence is key. So let's go ahead and be overconfident. Draw his little pin. There we go. The pin that he got from his, either his sister or his mother. I don't know. They're both dead. So it's not like I can ask them and figure out which one he got it from. But he did get it from one of them. I'm just not entirely sure yet, because I don't know if I want Banana Man to have had a nice sister or a mean sister. Because his whole rest of his family is mean and bad, and just generally not good people at all. But I don't know if he had a nice sister. I know he had a nice little sister, but she's also dead. So, you know, I don't know if his older sister is nice. Because what happens is either his little sister dies, and then he goes crazy, or his older sister tries to kill him, and then he goes crazy. Either one would work for the story, so I really haven't even thought about it that much. That's a lie, I've thought about it a decent amount, but I haven't actually came to a conclusion because I've just been like, either will work. I'll just keep coming up with new stuff, and I'll pick one when I actually need a ending for it, or a what happened for it. Also, this cloak is supposed to have a hood. I just don't want to draw it. So he doesn't get a hood because I don't feel like drawing it. There we go. It's a little bit weird of a cloak because honestly, I don't know how to draw this. I feel like I'm messing it up, but you know, it's because I am. Whoops, those weren't even supposed to be there. Those are supposed to be right there. There we go. That's fine, but not perfect. Alright, go like that. I'm trying to think of how the fuck this even actually works. But my mind's breaking. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. I hit the wrong voice. But my mind is blanking just a little bit. I already put my friggin' references away, so I can't look back at my references and figure out if I'm doing this right or not. We're just going to kind of see what happens, I guess, when my imagination is the only thing that we have left for the areas we're blanking on. Like this hand. This isn't even a fucking hand. I didn't bother to draw the hand. We might actually grab our reference specifically for the hand, but we're not getting it yet. But we might have to grab it for the hand, because while I can draw hands, I'm not so confident on drawing a hand completely from memory without anything. Alright. You know, there's actually... He doesn't have this armor right here. I just want to add it. What he does have is he does have shoulder armor right there. I just am really bad at drawing it. That is what is this actually connects to. It does connect all the way around, and he can wrap his cloak all the way around himself. But he has a shoulder armor right there. And it's got a little symbol on it. It's kind of like a little, reminds me of a little wheat symbol. I have no idea if that's an actual symbol or not. I'm assuming it probably is, because I'm just thinking I probably didn't come up with something original since I came up with it quite a long time ago. But I don't know. Could be, could not be. I'll figure it out eventually. If it actually is something, I'll probably have to change it, but at the moment, that's what it is. I forgot what we're even actually talking about, so I don't know what is what, but whatever it is it. You got it? Awesome. I don't, because I don't know what we're talking about. Alright. There we go. That looks pretty good. I feel like I'm gonna like the time lapse on this one. These lines aren't perfect. If I were sitting on a freaking desk and had this angle, this would be so much easier. You know, it's taken me 460. It's taken me about 400. I've been, I guess 430 days ish for me to get really tired of drawing on the floor, because that's what I've been doing for pretty much all of these days. That's actually not true. I started drawing on a desk, I just remembered. I did start drawing on my desk, but I had a sketchbook that was the sketchbook that was this size, which is much smaller than that one. And it could fit on my desk. my sketchbook does not fit on my desk anymore because it is larger, so I can't do that anymore. And even if I could, I probably wouldn't, because, well, it was actually really annoying to draw on my desk, especially with like how my voice was. My voice was like this the whole time. You could hear me up here because I had to have the camera right up to my mouth, because, well, you were pretty much at the same level as me. And it was really annoying to look around the camera, because that's what I had to do. Like, the camera's right here. I had to be like, And a couple of times I accidentally freaking stopped the camera from recording, and then recorded, like, half a video, looked down, and no, I didn't. Which is, not good. So, we switched to recording on the ground. I don't actually remember what caused me to switch recording to on the ground, but now I sit on the ground and record. Alright. I need to read. I need to figure out what the hell the actual like differences is between anatomy besides just eyeballing it. Because I know the 7-ish heads tall person thing, but like I don't know any of the other measurements. I'm pretty sure legs take up half the body. I think the arms go about down to your mid-thigh. But all of this is just guessing. So I really don't know. I need to learn that stuff, because that's kind of stuff I need to know for animation and keeping characters, consistent. You need to be able to keep characters pretty consistent when you're supposed to be animating them. So you're supposed to be drawing the same character thousands of times. Which, by the way, that's my goal, is to be an animator. I've said it a couple times, but I don't think I've said it in quite a while. Alright. Well, we're just going to draw right over this, so that hand is going to be behind, which that means we can actually just draw this. This hand would actually be in a glove anyways. He doesn't have that freaking armor. I already said he doesn't have that armor, but... Alright, he doesn't have that armor, but, go ahead and add that little symbol. What's the little symbol that I added? It's his little pumpkin pin logo. That would actually be on that one. It's just really hard to draw that and look like the pin correctly. Now, what does that pin look like? It's just like that, except bigger, and there's a little pumpkin inside of it, basically. I don't feel like doing it. I'm not gonna explain it. I don't need to. Alright, we still have all the little details, but let's go ahead and add the eyes first. Alright, there we go. We'll worry about filling the eyes after. There we go. Technically I could color this then, right? I actually have no idea if you can color on top of these things, or if I should do this after I color, or what. I have no idea. Alright, we're gonna color this stuff in. I was gonna grab a bigger one, but I don't think I should grab a bigger one. Alright, there's like nothing I can say right here, so it's gonna be kind of probably boring right here. But, most likely if you're watching this, you are on your phone, drawing yourself, or not really paying attention. Alright. There we go. There we go. I really don't like those long pauses of silence. That was uncomfortable for me, and I'm sitting in my room alone. I'm sitting in my room alone, and that was uncomfortable for me for some reason. Alright, what are we doing? I'd like to put some background music in behind these videos, so when I do have pauses of silence, it's not as silence, but I'm not gonna put background music. I occasionally do when I do like a video that's just a time lapse, but like looking for music that's free and not copyrighted kind of sucks. Because, like, you could think something's free and not copyrighted, and whoopsie doopsies, turns out it is copyrighted. And that would suck quite a lot. No, I don't want to do that, so I'm just not going to. Alright, what do we do when we need a smaller marker? And then we can add some details. We need a point to. Do we really need one? Probably not. We probably should have just used a bigger marker to begin with, but you know, we can do whatever we want. Let me grab the big old chungus. I have no idea how long this video is going to be, and I really don't care, because I'm not actually planning on posting this video. If this video comes up, I wasn't able to record. So, you know, if I'm doing anything interesting, I'll put it in the description, if I even remember. Put it in the description like, oh wow, we went to Disney World. I have no idea. I probably won't go to Disney World. Alright, but yeah, if anything happens, it'd be in the description. Unless I was in a coma, then you wouldn't be seeing this video at all, though. Because I'd be in a coma, and no one has access to this account besides me. Besides the fact that, I guess my sister does have, you know, a thumbprint on my phone, so she could just get in. Alright, yeah, sure, that's fine. That looks completely normal and absolutely just as it should. Yeppers. That line's a little, you know, oh, whoops, I didn't even mean to add that one either. That's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. We're adding shading. Alright. I want to add more shading because I like cross-hatching. I think it's really cool looking, and I like what it sounds like. Yeah, I don't know if you could even hear that, but I like what it sounds like. So we're going to try and add as much as we can, because, like I said, I like it. I want to get one of them ink pens that like manga artists use, because those are cool, and they make the nice noise, the noise I like. Which I will get one of those eventually, but I don't think it would be too smart for me to use that while lying or sitting on the ground. Like, I don't think it'd be very smart for me to draw lying on the ground with one of those things, so I'm just going to hold off on getting one of those. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I think it's like pretty much just a calligraphy pen. So, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, let's go ahead and try and add some shadow there. A little bit there and here. There. Then some back here. Alright, that looks pretty good. It's a little inconsistent, but it's a little hard to keep the consistency when I'm not used to this. But I think this is pretty good, honestly. It's not perfect. Some of the lines, like those ones and these ones, they probably could have done better shading there, but, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just fucking around. I like this. Definitely good. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done. I'm just kind of looking for somewhere I could add hatching and adding it, because, like, how else am I going to get practice? besides just trying to find places that it looks like it may belong and trying to shove it there. Alright. There we go. This is gonna be it. I did just realize that I didn't even draw that line. That's not even level, but I don't care. Alright, yep, those are perfectly even, and that's where we're going to call this. Is it perfect? No. Does it have problems with it? Yes, I could point out 4 right now. This, that's a little off right there. These boots, the legs, look at that knee. This hand, not really a hand. This arm, confusing. This, there's nothing really inherently wrong with this one. I just don't like that it's so bulbous. And the neck's a little long. His neck is kind of long, though, intentionally. But I did make it a little longer than I meant to. Anyways, that is it. I am done. I think this actually turned out really good. Where's our 0.3? We'll go ahead and grab that. Pop that off. Put the cap on the top. Can we do it with one hand? Yes, we can. No, we can't. Alright, and let's do our little signature and get the fuck out of here. Yep, there's a signature. Alright, goodbye. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful life. Subscribe. See you tomorrow.